Hello, I'm Bite-Sized Weathens.
And I'm a really large gerbil, and this is the Nerd Update.
We discuss the internet's most compelling news and speculations regarding the superhero film industry.
Our goal is to bring you all the info on upcoming superhero movies in a concise, focused, and reliable format. To clarify some things from the previous episode of the Nerd Update, if you remember, we had mentioned that Tommy Lee Jones had been rumored that he would be cast in Captain America: The First Avenger. We had been skeptical that this was the case, as at the time it was not confirmed by any really reliable source, but as it turns out, he has been cast in the film. He will not be playing Nick Fury, so we were right about that, but he will be playing a character named General Chester Phillips, who
was the military officer who chose Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, to be in the Super Soldier program, and who also aided in his training that followed.
So what will we be talking about today?
Today we'll be focusing more on the Marvel aspect of the continuity with the shared universe and all that was started with Iron Man and then continued with the Incredible Hulk and Iron Man 2. That is all leading up to the Thor, Captain America, and Avengers movies. This will be talking about the, like I said, continuity, timelines, just how everything fits together and works as a whole.
First of all, looking at things on a corporate level, all movies made under Marvel Studios are considered as coexisting in the same universe. Like, as you said before, Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2 were the only ones so far made under that film-making Marvel Studio entity. So they coexist in the same universe, but others
are Marvel characters, such as Daredevil, Ghost Rider, the Fantastic Four characters, Blade, Punisher and Elektra. All those movies are Marvel characters, but they've been put out under different studios, such as Spider-Man is also another one. That was Sony that put that out, and this means that Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider doesn't exist alongside Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man.
Exactly. Just because they're the properties of other studios.
So Marvel Studios connected, everything else not. So timeline.
Right.
You wanna take this away?
Well, first of all, Iron Man was the first film made by Marvel Studios, and that is also coincidentally, the first movie that had the events happen first in the timeline. This is actually followed by Iron Man 2, even though the Incredible Hulk came out between them. Iron Man 2 happens after Iron Man and before the Incredible Hulk. Can you tell us why that is?
Well, you get a lot of little hints. For instance, in Nick Fury's office at the end of Iron Man 2, when Nick Fury and Tony Stark are talking about becoming the Avengers Initiative and joining that and all that, in the background you see a TV, and on that is the college campus attack from a scene from the Incredible Hulk.
Right. So that suggests a slight overlap of the end of Iron Man 2 and like the middle portion of the Incredible Hulk. And also, at the end of the Incredible Hulk, we have Iron Man coming to Thunderbolt Ross.
After the credits.
After the credits, one of those. And he's already part of the Avengers Initiative. He wants to recruit
Bruce Banner, Incredible Hulk,
for the
program.
Avengers. This is interesting because even at the end of Iron Man 2, he still wasn't really. He was sort of on the fence with becoming part of the Avengers, but now with the Hulk, he's already a fully fledged member.
Out recruiting and
right. So
all that.
That means that some time has elapsed between the conclusion of Iron Man 2 and the Incredible Hulk. Now, exactly how much time happens in between, we're not sure, but this could mean that
there's a little room, hopefully, possibly, probably, for the upcoming Thor movie, which could fill in the gap between Iron Man 2 and The Incredible Hulk. It's kind of interesting,
right?
The being made as one of the last movies before the Avengers, and yet fitting in between those two.
Just because at the end of Iron Man 2, after the credits, we see
Thor's hammer.
So it only follows that Thor would happen right after Iron Man 2.
So, yeah.
Most likely. And also, this is all very complicated, but further complicating things is that
Captain America, First Avenger,
is in World War II. So that, as a matter of fact, is the very first.
Very first. Technically, way back on the timeline.
In Captain America, he'll probably end up getting frozen in ice, because that's what happens in the comics.
And
we'll
he needs
probably
to be brought into the present.
Right, we'll probably fast forward to the modern shared universe. So Captain America in the modern age, possibly with Thor in between Iron Man 2 and the Incredible Hulk. And the Incredible Hulk, even though it came out second in 2008, would maybe the last
finishing
of the
up
series.
that timeline before the Avengers movie.
Right.
So yeah, it would be Captain America, World War II, Iron Man, Iron Man 2, Captain America in the present / Thor, Incredible Hulk, Avengers.
Right. And with the Avengers, you have all the threads, all the timelines culminating and coming together. It'll be a beautiful thing.
I am enthused. And just as exciting, following the Avengers, hopefully
Jon Favreau has been quoted as probably will be making Iron Man 3 to follow the events of the Avengers. So that's going way in the future. I think 2013 is the year that he's planning, but after the Avengers, you have something to look forward to.
Yes, there's a light
Right.
still.
At the end of the tunnel.
Don't despair.
But there's trouble in continuity paradise.